And that's the men's singles draw as it stands at this section 4. And Magnus Johannesen and Shi Yu Qi will play Lu Guangzhou, who's had a great run. He was actually pushed to the limit against Kidambi Srikanth. And up at the top of this part of the draw, Anders Andersen and Carl Long Angus still in with a shout. Chico Wardoyo's had a great run. He ousted Kodai Narioka in the first round up against Su Liyang. So here they come, Magnus Johannesen, one of the up-and-coming rising stars of Danish badminton. Just his second year on tour now, and hasn't had an incredible run. Last year, first round exit at the French Open, and no result, no significant result in 2024 so far. But did make the quarterfinals in Hong Kong and Canada, and also picked up a runner-up spot at the Orléans Masters. So a lot of success at the 300 and 100 level for Magnus Johannesen, as you'd expect from someone of his age. Shi Yu Qi, on the other hand, well, his second stint at being world #2. Last year quarter-finalist, but just again, one game in it between them. And that was at the China Open last year, 21-8, 21-11. So a tough test ahead for Magnus Johannesen.
Serve.
So, Chris, what do you know of Magnus Johannesen?
Well, yeah, he's definitely an up-and-coming player. I mean, yesterday I saw the highlights, and I'm going to be honest, I was shocked because I didn't know if he could compete physically with Li Zijia, because you know everyone knows Li Zijia is phenomenal physically, and I have to say, his speed,
really
unbelievable. I was shocked because he coped with the physical side, obviously being a young player, and for me, the last time I saw him play was the very end kind of last year. I hadn't seen him a lot play this year, and either he had one of those games where everything fell into place and he read it and he moved well, or he's been working really hard physically. I mean, Denmark now are like a superpower of men's singles. And a fourth-ranked player, and he's only 22 years of age, and he's really improving.
Well, in fact, ranked 33, highest ranking at 31, and as you said, with the likes of Rasmus Genka, Anders Andersen, and of course, the 6'4" monster world #1 of Victor Axelsen, Denmark very much back into the men's singles fray. There's that tournament result, 41 minutes straight games against Li Zijia. And I said Li Zijia's had his own patchy form, but he's been picking it up recently. And as you said, it's the physical presence of him that really does undermine it. Now, against Magnus today on the other side of the net, we see one of the most competent players right now coming out of China. Shi Yu Qi, 28 years old now, has been world #2 twice. This is his second stint, as we said, but also has been really showing himself as being a very compact, tight player. That was the 54-minute win over Christo Popov, the recent winner at the German Open, 21-14, 21-15. So Magnus Johannesen is definitely going to have to be. It's a different type of player for him to face after Li Zijia for sure. Shi Yu Qi, very capable of playing out these rallies. He's silver medalist at the World Championships in 2018. Gunas Lasveris is the umpire for this one. Joined by our service judge, Emi Sakamoto. Well, I think the overwhelming favorite is going to be Shi Yu Qi. The winner of this match, as we saw, will play either Kidambi or the Lu Guangzhou, and of course that match completed now, so it is Lu Guangzhou. Shi Yu Qi so far had a great start to 2024, won the India Open, second in Malaysia, and in 2023, 13 events, quarterfinals or further of the 31 events of the HSBC BWF World Tour. Now we just watched Tai Tzu Ying in action.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Shi Yu Qi, China. And on my left, Magnus Johannesen, Denmark. Magnus Johannesen to serve. Level. Play.
Now, I was just saying, we just watched Tai Tzu-Ying play. Well, the opponent for Tai Tzu-Ying will be also determined very soon, as Gregoria Mariska-Tunjung and Aya Hori have also taken up arms on court too. Wow, great rally to kick off here.
Service over. 1.
Yeah, good
love.
first rally there from both players. Both getting themselves settled into the match. Difficult thing was there. Magnus, he was probably in trouble 4 or 5 times even in that first rally, and this is the thing for me, you know, the first time they played each other, the only time they played each other, China Masters, the end of last year, and it was 21-8, 21-11, just because I'm not sure the styles quite matched up. But it's going to be interesting because obviously feeling good and played incredibly well yesterday.
Just got to watch his
2. Love.
enthusiasm, or rather over-enthusiasm, against a stable player like Shi Yu Qi, who's always going to be there. That's the way you should really describe him. He's going to be there. He's going to come back with a decent shot. Constantly going to be probing Magnus's defenses, looking for that winning shot or that winning opportunity. That's gone wide. The other thing he has to watch out for, of course, the youngster, is unforced errors. So Yu Qi, 3 love up.
One of the toughest things when you're a player of his age, because he's one of the next generation coming through, is when you have a big win, it's trying to back it up, and it's so hard because sometimes you expect, he played well yesterday, there's no doubt about it, but you expect them to play well the next day, and sometimes the expectation, and it doesn't quite materialize, and dealing with it's the difficult thing.
Well, Shi Yu Qi, much as he did with Christo Popov yesterday, just holding position mid-court around the tee. It's making Magnus do most of the running. That's worked out for him.
Love.
Thing is, as well, Magnus, he hasn't done a lot wrong so far. It's just Shi Yu Qi's, you know, showing. I mean, that's a phenomenal shot. Obviously, a bit of fortune, but showing why he's world number 2. And it's hard because the more then Magnus starts to doubt himself and he starts to question what he should be doing, what he shouldn't be doing, and as soon as that comes into his mind, often it can just slightly drag your performance down.
Well, we did see with Popov versus Shi Yu Qi that it's not necessarily a question of increasing the tempo and trying to make it a faster game, because Christo did a lot of running yesterday and actually ran himself out of breath. And Shi Yu Qi just remained resolute on the other side of the court, as pretty much he's doing in this rally. Just sending that shuttle back where he needs to, letting Magnus make all the decisions, waiting for either a mistake or an opportunity to win. That's worked out well for the young Dane.
1-4.
Delicate exchange at the net, and that has worked for Magnus. He's on the board.
Yeah, good quality net there from Magnus.
That came up too high, just took a little bit of a clip off the net. That left it very, very high.
5-2.
think in that rally, the one that kind of put him in trouble, and Magnus attacked. Quality of his attack wasn't quite good enough, and then it means he's then stretched, and then it allows Shi Yu Qi to be able to get the net, and phenomenal net play, and then gets the short lift.
So he's got his 3-point buffer already, Yu Qi. Oh, let's push that wide.
Service over, 3-5.
Oh, very open competition, the men's singles. Of course, the defending champion Jonathan Christie out in the first round. Nishimoto, Watanabe, Wang Hongyang. Popov, of course, Chauten Chen, Narioka, all out. Kidambi now as well.
6-3.
Yeah, and this is the depth of men's singles. It is so tough, and it's round after round, and that's the really difficult thing. There's no easy matches now. The top 32 in the world. I mean, we're looking at a player here who's ranked 33 in the world, and he's beaten, you could say, one of the very, very best players in the world in the first round of Li Zijia.
Yeah.
And that's the depth of men's singles. Even ranked at 33 in the world, he's still a really, really good player.
Well, a lot of other players as well have seen that exit.
Service over, 4-6.
Lee Chuk-yu, he's been in a good run of form, ousted by his compatriot Angerson Karlong. Zhao Junpeng. Let's not forget, of course, Brian Yang, Yanshu Rajawat as well. They've been having some good runs recently. Also out. So Shi Yu Qi getting stuck into these rallies. That was a very nice shot by Magnus.
5-6.
Who's clawed it back here.
Yeah, I would say the level Magnus is playing at, it's fantastic for him, because this tournament's really shown what he can do. Some of his earlier performances in the year maybe weren't quite up to the same level, but he's young, so he's going to be inconsistent. He's still learning all the time, and he will be learning from the other players that he's training with in Denmark. I know Victor's not training over in Denmark, but Antas is there.
Yeah, Victor now with his facility in Dubai.
Yep.
But Victor's a classic example, because of course, if you remember, Victor when he was young, was playing the likes of Lee Chong-wei and Lin Dan. That's where he learnt a lot of the greatest singles tricks from two of the greatest players.
7-5.
Also, Magnus does have the advantage of having Kenneth Jonasson as his coach, who, you know, undeniably is a very good coach, very, very experienced. You know, he's a great player, so he's got a lot of advice from obviously the playing side, but the coaching side now, he's one of the most accomplished coaches, definitely in Europe, but if not the world, for men's singles.
Well, that is a wonderful opportunity for him. So, 7-5 here. Shi Yu Qi not finding it as easy as before in their one previous meeting, but still hasn't relinquished the lead yet. So job one for Magnus is going to have to be tying this up. Job two, trying to edge ahead. That's wonderful.
But the thing Magnus is doing well, he's making Shi Yu Qi work hard to win the points. He's not gifting him anything. He's not, you know, he's not just bowing down and showing respect in, you know, last time it was quite a one-sided affair with 21-8, 21-11. He's come out here and he knows he's playing well, and he is playing well, and it's a very, very competitive match.
He's putting a fight in, which is good.
And that was going out.
Still a wonderful reply from Magnus, who
Service
is
over.
keeping pace with the scoreline.
6-8.
Yeah, he is. He's doing really well. I'd say Magnus is chasing slightly more than Shi Yu Qi, but he's handling. That's a great pickup. Great pickup, but he's handling it well. That's the one where I think it was just sneaking out, but it's good shot quality, and then brilliant attack to finish the rally. We can see Shi Yu Qi there at full stretch.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what can he do on serve? And in.
Shi Yu Qi challenges called out.
No matter what that was called,
yeah.
Both players were going to challenge whoever. It didn't. That's so close. What's Hawkeye going to say? Yeah, look at that, just on the very outside edge of the line.
Wow. Half and half.
Service over.
50-50.
9-6.
And that's impossible for a line judge to get that correct.
Exactly, yeah.
When it's that close.
On the right place at the right time, Yu Qi.
Yeah, brilliant net, and he knows his net was that good that the only thing Magnus can do from that net, the spin on it, is either lift it high and he doesn't have to worry about that because he'll have time to get behind it, or hold a high base and then be able to brush the net exactly as he did.
(11-6) interval.
So 11-6 at the break.
Det skal være foran, således han skal spille den, hvis du ikke virkelig er tæt på den, ikke også? Ellers så er det altså også tilbage over, hvor han kommer fra. Du skal ture slå den. Og spille den rigtige duel, som er den vej over. Ja. Det resterende er rigtig, rigtig fint derinde. Ja? Ja?
Lidt frem at stå, når jeg så løfter godt.
Ja, lige nøjagtigt.
Lian, den må komme ned under, men han må bare ikke få lov til at fange mig på forberedt.
Han rykker ikke efter sin egen.
11-6.
So back on court, and Shi Yu Qi still yet to relinquish that lead, and he's built a little bit of daylight. He's facing a sterner test. There's another mistake from Johannesen. And all in all, Chris, I think Magnus hasn't really made that many unforced errors. He's kept it quite tight.
Just his last sort of 2 to 3 points, he's just gifted a few more, and that's the thing, he's now stopped the run, and it's so imperative that when you do just obviously not intentionally, but you gift your opponent some cheaper points, some easier points, you have to stop that run, that rot, and change things up, or you've got to play a fraction safer, or move the shuttle around, or slightly tweak your tactic.
So 7-12. That's a nice idea.
Just missed.
Just wide, yeah.
Service over.
And this is obviously the incredibly fine margin with this. We're talking about that was 2 inches maximum from being an absolutely fantastic shot. Shi Yu Qi does great to pick up that first forehand. And then that attack's just a little bit too close to his body.
13.
Well, that's the thing. Shi Yu Qi is a big lad.
And here he's in a good position, just out.
Yeah, that would have been a great winner. It's a difficult player, Shi Yu Qi, to score against. He's got good court coverage. And very agile. Wow, I knew that was coming. That cross court looked wide open. Magnus a little bit glued to the right side. Left a bit of space, and it's now a 7-point lead.
This is the challenge, it's just growing, because it's giving Shi Yu Qi just that breathing space. He can go for just a little bit more, and he can almost afford to lose a point or two, play a fraction riskier, but a player of his level, he's not going to take any crazy risks, but just puts Magnus under that bit more pressure.
I think Shi Yu Qi's that kind of player that he'll play with the opportunity that he's got. So if he's 2 points ahead, he'll play a certain compact way. If he's 5 points ahead, then he'll play a little bit more open. If he's 7 points ahead, then, as I said, he's got a little bit more leeway to really start firing off.
Yeah, it's just a bit more breathing space, and you can see it's hard because when you are on that deficit, and now it's grown to 8 points, which is quite a big one, it's hard for Magnus because you feel under a bit more stress, a bit more pressure, and you're almost forcing those rallies to try and win them because you're so, you know,
impatient,
impatient to get back into the game, whereas it's so hard to be calm, play the full rally and, you know, have the confidence against. That's a fantastic
wonderful drop shot by
But this is the thing, an incredible turn at the net.
And
this is the thing, like, Magnus hasn't done a lot wrong there. You see how late Shi Yu Qi takes that? It's just perfect, absolutely perfect. How tight that is to the net, exactly where the gap is.
And you can see the couple of extra steps that Magnus had to make, dashing over. He was never going to catch that. So Shi Yu Qi, in good stead here in the first game.
Brilliant again. And Magnus is not doing a lot wrong. It's just, you know, there's a reason why Shi Yu Qi is #2 in the world, and, you know, he was the winner of the Indian Open. He was the runner-up in the Malaysian Open.
Started 2024.
Yeah, and even the
really
end, you know, the World Tour Finals. I know he's runner-up in the World Tour Finals.
But
in the
to
end,
make it to the finals,
he did beat Victor, you know, in his first match. I know he then ended up losing in the final, but he is playing at a very, very, very high level. And even the first round against Christo, yes, Christo was incredibly tired because of the insane duration he played last week.
18-7.
Shi Yu Qi was incredible in the first round, and he's exactly now, to be honest, he's playing to such a high level.
Well, just then, he started off late, still managed to dig deep to pick up that shot. Played a very nice drop shot over the net, and then follows it up here. Full control. On the backhand side as well.
That would have been lovely.
Service over.
18-8, and it's, you know, following a similar path to last time they played in regards to Shi Yu Qi won 21-8, 21-11 at the China Masters, and it's hard because you can just see the styles that don't quite match up for Magnus, and he's, you know, he's a young player coming through, and games like this, although at the moment he doesn't feel it, but they do help him learn, they help him to grow, because that's brilliant from him. But, you know, he's a player that it's going to take him a few more years to get the experience, because he hasn't been on tour a long time.
Find that rhythm, kind of weave it all together into his unique style of gameplay.
I do think players like Magnus, they're coming through just a fraction later, mainly because COVID, it really hampered their, you know, really affected their kind of, when they were a junior or, you know, a younger player for that year and a half when we had all these restrictions. How much could they train? How much could they play?
Such a vital time in their career as well.
Such a good
so flush to the net, that
the amount
shot.
of spin it has.
19-9.
It's almost impossible there for Magnus to be able to lift that. Spin on that. How tight that was to the net.
Well, it's been solid output as always from the world #2, and he's 19-9 up on serve and looking in very good stead to seal and secure this. That's gone wide, so he's got 11 game points.
20 game
Been
point.
18 minutes on court so far.
And there's just frustration there from Magnus because he knows it's a gift. It's an easy error, but this is what happens when you feel that deficit, you feel that pressure. You're almost desperate to win the point. Great shot from Magnus.
Nice shot,
Service over.
Very deep on the backhand side.
20.
Oh, that's gone wide. Yeah, he's been having a bit of trouble on that side. 21-10.
21-10.
And Shi Yu Qi with 1 foot in the quarterfinals.
要抢高点出手。好，好就做啊。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So back on court for game 2. Shi Yu Qi switching sides now. Firing into the breeze.
Second game. Love all. Play.
Well, it's nice,
Service over.
relentless pressure from Magnus that paid dividends.
See Kenneth just beyond the court, getting quite animated and just, you know, really wanting Magnus to believe.
Yeah.
So he's obviously now played 3 individual games, and the highest he's scored is 11 points. You know, he lost 8 and 11 the first time he played him, and then
Service over.
quite a comfortable first game there.
That was a late take by Magnus. Immediately looked over at his coach. Have a look at this. Oh, that's not going to look good. But I guess these are the things, kind of positional errors that you have to sort out when you're a young player.
2, 1.
His fellow Dane, Lena Kristoffersen, is playing on the court next to him against Chen Yufei.
Think about Shi Yu Qi in this match. He just looks in control. He's on balance. He's in an okay position. It's so hard for Magnus to
knock him off that.
Yeah, to stretch him, to get him out of position. It's kind of not every rally, but the majority of it obviously is Magnus chasing.
Play. Play. Play.
Perfect. You know, he saw Magnus there, stepped up, he took quite a high base.
1.
That's exactly where the gap was. That's why Magnus couldn't get it. You know, incredible vision and shot selection.
Well, a better start, you could say, for the young Dane, but still, Shi Yu Qi's already engineered a 3-point lead. But that's what he does. He's very good at slowly building up these leads. Again, great defense. Attack to the body.
Brilliant. Oh, such a good shot. He looks so fluid and calm and relaxed. And even when he's in trouble, he doesn't look it here. Stepping in, hold. And he holds that. He waits for Magnus to move back and opens the gap up. And then he just perfectly plays that cross-court net.
That's the thing. These are little details that make so much difference. We saw it earlier with Tai Tzu Ying as well in her destruction of Wang Zhiyi. Just that hold. Just amplify the effect of the shot. Good footwork from Yu Qi. Just steps back a couple of paces, turns his body, and fires it into a very difficult area for Johannesen. Look at that. Just there, almost impossible for Johannesen to pick that up.
Yeah, and it's a big ask because see the lead's just growing. It's getting more difficult for Magnus because he's thinking about more things. He's starting to put more doubt in his mind, and again, Oh, he's left it. Maybe, I don't know if he left it or he couldn't get it, but...
Well, I don't think, yeah, I think he knew that was past him.
6.
So he was gifted a little at the fact it did go long. But understandably running out of ideas. Shi Yu Qi can be relentless. And of course, if he does get the opportunity, then there is still about a 50, maybe a 60-40 chance of an unforced error.
In the last rally there, you could see Magnus, he knows he's got to be accurate. When he's attacking and it's not sort of 6 inches from the line, it's comfortable for Shi Yu Qi to get it. So on that one, he's just tried to be even more accurate and forced it out and then ends up giving a gift.
Yeah. Oh, great shot by Yu Qi. Sets him up nicely. He's asking all the questions here. Good variety of shots. Oh. Well, hats off to Magnus for staying in this.
Yeah, Magnus has done fantastic there to stay in that rally, but this is the problem. The majority of the rally, not all of it, but 80% of it he's chasing, and it's so hard for him to consistently, you know, get it back, retrieve the shuttle and be on balance and then try and put Shi Yu Qi in trouble. And this is why, you know, he's lost the first game and he's 7-3 down, because it is Shi Yu Qi controlling and dominating this match.
Yep, just that last shot from Yu Qi, that was optimistic. Backhand clear.
Brilliant.
That's wonderful. Mid-court drop.
Service over.
Quality of the shot.
8-3.
No, he's not even in a great position. He's going backwards. It's just ridiculously good quality.
So 8-3 on serve and rapidly approaching the second mid-game interval. Ooh.
Service over.
Just couldn't quite tumble that the right way.
4-8.
Oh, that was a great shot by Johannesen.
5-8.
He hasn't given up yet. Snap back return. Wrong footed him. Again, the whole body position
9-5.
indicating that he was going to go the other way. Good footwork by Yu Qi. Looked like he might be going cross court. And keeps that shoulder in. It's 9-5.
It's a great rally there from Magnus. He really took that on.
Yeah.
He's hitting and moving, and he predicted everything right. Got himself into a good position, did well to pick that up, but there, gets himself into a good position. Reads it, gets up. Nice crisp hit. Good angle, good placement.
Oh, a bit of a tempo increase by Yu Qi. Nice defense from him, stepped into that. That's a fast rally. That's in.
Service over. 10-6.
You can see the frustration, the clear frustration from Magnus. He's worked hard there. He's done well in the rally, controlled it most of the rally, and then you could say a little bit of fortune, or you could just say slight misjudgment, one of the two, where it literally lands bang on the line. I think that shot from Shi Yu Qi. Brilliant shot.
Oh, wonderful. Is that? Yes, it's in.
Just on the line, but he steps in so well, holds it, and then just reverses it down the line. Brilliant shot.
Well, beginning to find more efficient, effective rhythm. Magnus Johannesen.
Service over, 11-7, interval.
Mistake at the net, and it's 11-7 at the second interval. Shi Yu Qi still hasn't been behind the entire match.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
有机会的话，那就加大点。
11-7. Play.
Oh, that was good pressure from Magnus.
Service over. 8.
It's good net, really good net there, and then he gets the high lift. Slightly short, but it should give him that belief he can get through. Good attack, not phenomenal attack. I think he's slightly wrong-footed, Shi Yu Qi there.
Well, challenge being called.
Challenges called out.
I gotta say, that's 50-50. Might be clipping the line, but I don't know. Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly where I thought it would be.
Correction in.
Wow. Nice shot from Shi Yu Qi.
12.
Literally
8.
clips the edge of the line.
Play. Thirteen, 8.
Well, whatever he tries, Shi Yu Qi, as I said, always there, ready to do just enough. Again, steps back nicely, a couple of steps, and has that reliable winner on the forehand that he uses to great effect. Delicate exchange of the net. There's that step back again, and same result. So 14-8.
Lovely. There, that net. That's what set it all up. Incredible control. You can see how short the lift is. So tough for Magnus to get that back.
Well, I think he's certainly acquitted himself quite well, Magnus, considering the opponent. There's that wonderful forehand again from Shi Yu Qi, this time cross-court.
8.
It's been a great source of his last 4 or 5 points.
Yeah, and any time he's getting the chance, it's so hard for Magnus to have an idea where it's going, because it's good variation. We know from there, we've seen the cross slice, straight smash, body smash, cross smash. It's hard for Magnus to try and predict where it's going. He just gets slightly wrong-footed.
It's also the setup beforehand, though. Shi Yu Qi is doing great, doing really well to set up that lift so that he can fire off that winner. That one's gone wide for sure.
Service over. 9-15.
But plenty for the young Dane to take away from this match.
Service over. Return.
Even though that one didn't go
Return.
over
Return the
from
shuttle.
Magnus, you could
Return
see
the
here,
shuttle.
Shi Yu Qi knows where it's going. He's ready to
Return the
pounce.
shuttle
Yeah.
to
Magnus
Shi Yu Qi.
knows it's got to be really tight. Good spin, takes it a little bit low. He's on that. If that goes over, unless it's very good, Shi Yu Qi's right on that to kill it.
Well, that's the thing. He's always in the right place.
16-9.
So 16-9. And nice 7-point lead in the second. Very much
17.
what happened in the first game. He's running away with this now.
Great shot.
Service over. 10.
Seen that cross court from the forehand
17.
twice now. Really good effect. I mean, that's a phenomenal shot, but
That's what I mean. He has been acquitting himself quite well in certain areas.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
So, Johannesen with the serve.
10-17. (11-17).
bit of an uncharacteristic
yeah.
cheap mistake there from Shi Yu Qi. Just lost concentration just slightly.
As I said, I think you said it before. Once you are ahead, think to yourself, well, this match and game is in the bag. Maybe there's a blind spot. That's a wonderful cross court. Opens it up again with that lift.
18-11.
Thing is as well, like Shi Yu Qi, he's making it look quite easy at the moment, as in he's on balance, he's in a good position, and when it's this fluid, this smooth, you know someone's playing well, but you know they're confident as well. Brilliant.
It's wonderful.
Just that hold, just waited to see what Magnus did, and he kind
11.
of just sort of had to hold his position, pushed it down the line.
So 19-11, and this service could very well see him into the quarterfinals.
Great pickup. Brilliant. And that's the thing, you know, Magnus did incredible in 2 shots there to even get to them.
Yeah.
But it is just the relentless pressure there. He does well to even get that, but then, you know, he's got no chance of getting that.
Placed in exactly the right awkward spot for Johannesen. So 9 match points.
Good shot.
It's a good shot. He's
Really
kept
good.
it in as well.
Service over.
And we have seen moments of, you know, Magnus being
12,
really good.
20.
But again, it's
tying it all together into that effective pattern.
It's also stopping Shi Yu Qi from flowing and being good, and that's what he struggled with. You know, stopping Shi Yu Qi because he's been so
rhythms,
smooth. And again, it has been okay. He's won this point, but unless he has a big comeback, which is still possible, it is going to be very similar
20.
scores to last time they played of 21-8 and 21-11. Obviously, the first game being 21-10, and
Shi Yu Qi with a number of options as to how he can score. Which one's he going to go for here? Of course, the one that's worked well for him has been that cross court. That's good from Magnus. Now the pressure coming in from Yu Qi. Oh, that would have been ambitious to say the least.
14-20.
Well, he's cut back a few of these match points.
Shi Yu Qi challenges called out.
Well, the entire match resting on this challenge. Didn't really get a good look at it.
Not going to comment because my my ratio is not very strong.
Oh, he's done it. That's fantastic.
Correction in. Game.
That's how you do it. Knows his game to a T. So 21-10, 21-14. And Shi Yu Qi is through in 40 minutes.
Match won by Shi Yu Qi, 21-10, 21-14.
So there's confirmation of it. 40 minutes, 21-10, 21-14. Shi Yu Qi makes it through to another quarterfinal in 2024.